Janus Capital's Bill Gross, meanwhile, urging the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates, now saying that Americans are getting burned alive by the Fed's policy. I want to bring in ING Group CEO Ralph Hammers joining the conversation right now. Ralph, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Do you agree? I mean, look, when you look at ING, obviously you've got all these depositors who are not making any money on their money in money markets or in deposits. So they are sort of getting burned.
They're getting burned on the investment side, the savings side, even the investment side if you look at the markets. But on the other side, lending, borrowing is very cheap. And that's still an engine to economic recovery. It helps housing, it helps spending power. And basically you want the economy to recover from the demand perspective.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's doing. Now, whether the interest rates should go up or not at this moment in time, that's a discussion that they have much more data for than I have at this moment in time. But in itself, basically the way they have tried to get economic recovery going, both in the US as well as in Europe, it's quite a normal way to do it.
Well, I want to talk to you about regulation for sure in a moment, but we've been talking about this global slowdown that is occurring. And when you just look at the Germany DAX index, I wonder if you believe, as someone who's running this large bank across Europe and the world, if you think that that is indicative of what's actually going on. Are things slowing down further in Europe?
I see two sides on the positive side. First, PMI this month was still showing recovery. For the quarter, the PMI, Purchasing Managers' Index, was the strongest over the last 4 years. So that in itself is a positive. Then low inflation, continuing low oil prices, stimulates local demand. So from a domestic perspective, economies should be growing. Then you have the uncertainties on the other side. It's a slowdown in emerging markets, clearly, which is an important market specifically for the German manufacturers. You have the immigrant crisis there that takes off a lot of attention from the economic situation, but it's also going to cost some of these countries. And you see that, with the Volkswagen debacle, if I may want to say, if I can call it like that.
Yeah, sure.
We're not really sure as to what that will do to the reputation of German manufacturing.
Yeah, that's a major issue right here. And we want to talk more about that because it's sort of like colored the entire Euro region. So stay with us. Ralph Hammers with us.